Alright, let's talk about Minions. In order to promote the release of Minions, The Rise of Gru opening in theaters this weekend. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name's Doyle, better known to you as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a review of the 2015 computer animated comedy Minions, released by Universal, produced by Illumination Entertainment. This is a spin-off prequel to Despicable Me, which I've already reviewed. Although it's the third overall installment, the film was directed by Pierre Coffin along with Kyle Balda, and produced by Chris Meledandri and Janet Healy, written by Brian Lynch, and features Coffin voicing the Minions, including the main three, Kevin, Stuart, and Bob. Plus Sandra Bullock, Jon Hamm, Michael Keaton, Allison Janey, Steve Coogan, Jennifer Saunders, and Geoffrey Rush, who is our narrator. Anyway, the film was a big hit despite getting mixed reviews and what have you. It became the 5th highest grossing film of 2015. Yeah. So, let's get into the story. Minions are small yellow creatures who have existed since the beginning of time, evolving from yellow single-celled organisms into beings which exist only to serve history's most evil masters. But they accidentally end up killing all their masters, including a Tyrannosaurus, a caveman, a pharaoh, and Count Dracula. They are driven into isolation after firing a cannon at Napoleon while in Russia and start a new life inside a cave. But after many years, the minions become sad and unmotivated without a master to serve. To regain their dignity and sense of purpose, a minion named Kevin recruits two minions called Stuart and Bob, setting out to look for a new master. The three journey in 1968 to New York City, where they end up in a department store for the night and accidentally discover a hidden commercial broadcast for villains advertising VillainCon, a convention for all villains and supervillains in Orlando, Florida. The next day, they manage to hitchhike a ride with the Nelsons, a family of thieves. At the convention, they see Scarlet Overkill, the world's first supervillainess, who unexpectedly hires them and takes them to her home in London. They phone the rest of the minions to get them to join. Scarlet plans to steal the imperial state crown from Queen Elizabeth II and promises to reward the millions if they steal it and kill them if they do not. Her husband, Herb, supplies them with inventions to aid in the heist, but they are nearly caught when they break into the Tower of London. The chase leads to Bob accidentally crashing into the Sword in the Stone and pulling it free to defend himself and his friends, causing Bob to remove the Queen from the throne and become king. Enraged that someone else accomplished her dream of stealing the throne, Scarlet confronts the minions, so Bob abdicates the throne in her favor. Undeterred, Scarlet imprisons the three in a dungeon, and Herb attempts to torture the trio, but they escape with the intention to apologize to Scarlet at her coronation. Now for the final act and ending. You know the procedure. You have 5 cents to start this video. Go to the description box. If you've seen this movie, please continue. Okay, you've been warned. After making their way to Westminster Abbey, Stuart and Bob interrupt the coronation by inadvertently dropping a chandelier on Scarlet, who survives the falling fixture and orders their execution. Stuart and Bob are captured by other villains while Kevin hides in a pub. He sees Scarlet on television, promising that she will kill Stuart and Bob if Kevin does not show up by dawn. With the villains still searching for him, Kevin sneaks into Scarlet's castle to steal weapons and accidentally triggers a machine Herb was building, which causes him to grow into a gigantic minion. Kevin tramples through London, rescues his friends, and battles Scarlet. Just as the other minions turn up in London, Scarlet tries to eradicate them by firing a massive missile, but Kevin swallows it. Scarlet and Herb attempt to rescue with her rocket dress, only for Kevin to hold on to it and get pulled into the sky. The missile explodes, presumably killing Kevin, Scarlet, and Herb. As the Minions mourn the loss of their leader, Kevin survives and returns to his normal size. The Queen gets her throne and crown back. She rewards Bob with a tiny crown for his teddy bear, Tim, Stuart with an electric guitar, and Kevin with a knighthood. The still alive Scarlet and Herb steal the crown again, but a young Gru uses a freeze ray on them and flees with the crown on a rocket-powered motorbike. The minions run after him, deciding he is the new master they were looking for. End of story. So what did I think of Minions? Well, I've only seen this film twice and just more recently saw it on Peacock. I am going to say it's pretty fun. While it's not quite close to quite close to as good as the Despicable Me flicks were, the first two, because, well, the third one would follow a couple of years later. I still think it had a lot of some fun stuff. It got mixed reviews. It praised the animation, the voice acting, and the score, which was done by Hector Pereira. If I mispronounced that name, I apologize. But criticized the character development and humor, which some called unfunny and inappropriate. Hey, I'm understanding, but some of it did give me a few good laughs, and I think some of the characters weren't too bad. Now, I like Pierre Coffin, who voiced the Minions. Did really good. Sandra Bullock, wow, she really stole the show as Scarlet. And Jon Hamm as Herb, yeah. And I really like the performances we got from Michael Keaton and Allison Janey as Mr. and Mrs. Nelson. And Jennifer Saunders as Queen Elizabeth II. And Geoffrey Rush as the narrator. Of course, Steve Carell reprises his role as Gru. He's the young Gru, who we will see him again in Minions: The Rise of Gru, which is finally coming to theaters. Well, you know when it's coming. Which I will be seeing, and you will get a spoiler-free review of it later on next week. I think Monday, because I will have Saturday and Sunday booked, though, for anniversary reviews. 2 brand new ones I've got planned. But anyway, still, despite King's mixed response, the film went on to become a big success and went on to make $1.1 billion worldwide. And I'm just going to say, it isn't too bad. Also, it became the third animated feature to cross the $1 billion mark after Toy Story 3 and Frozen had done that. But anyway, yeah, Minions isn't too bad. So, would I recommend it? I'd say, yeah, sure, go ahead. Give it a try. Find out how these little guys turn out to be before they even met Gru and became a part of his group. Okay? That's all I'm going to tell you. The story wasn't too bad, the voice acting was good, and the characters weren't too bad, and the score was really good. That's all I'm going to tell you. So anyway, what are your thoughts on Minions? Please tell me in the comment section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and be a part of the Big D Nation. And stay tuned, next time I'll be giving you my schedule and pickups. I have to get this schedule fixed up. I know even though I do have my laptop's back fixed, so I can fix up the screen wiring, but I failed to get a battery replacement, but I'll get one soon. I'm going to try and keep this on the little charger thing in order to keep this thing going. Promise. As best as I can anyway. Alright, enough said. So, if you like this video, consider checking out these other videos. And you can actually check out the, films I had just mentioned that made $1 billion. In the upper left-hand corner is my review of Frozen from 2013. The upper right-hand corner is my re-review for Toy Story 3 from 2010. Or go to the bottom left-hand corner and see my review of the film that started all for Illumination and our introduction to the Minions in Despicable Me. Also from 2010. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.